The Fixed Liberty podcast is presented by the Fixed Liberty Project, where we explore the fundamental principles of liberty and morality upon which a free society stands and thrives. Learn more and sign up for our free weekly email newsletter at fixedliberty.com.
Hello and welcome to the Fixed Liberty Podcast. Today is July 10th, 2023. I'm your host, Ross Brown. Thank you so much for joining me here on the show today. Last summer, my family and I took a 2-week road trip from Wisconsin to the east coast of the United States and back. On the second day of that road trip, the United States Supreme Court overruled Roe versus Wade and ended federal access to legal abortion for women across America. Now, I had a lot of time to think about the issue on that road trip. I was driving for 2,700 miles and about 50 hours of drive time. And last summer, I wrote 4 posts at the Fixed Liberty Project in which I shared my reflections on the subject. That said, those posts predated the Fixed Liberty Podcast, so I've never shared them here. 1 year later, my reflections on abortion, life, individual liberty, sex, marriage, equal culpability, political liberty, dehumanization, and exceptional cases remain relevant to our national conversation. So this summer, in 2023, I am recording and publishing my thoughts in podcast format for the first time in a 4-part miniseries called 1 Year Later, Reflections on Abortion in the Fall of Roe. This is episode 3 of 4, in which I will share my thoughts as originally published at the Fixed Liberty Project on July 21st, 2022. You can find the original post in the show notes for this episode at fixedliberty.com/podcast. The AP reports, majority in U.S. want legal abortion nationally. I ask, should majority rule? Political liberty is the freedom to choose how we will be governed. It is the heart of representative government. Yet, political liberty, like every other form of liberty, is never absolute. Since the birth of our nation, America has recognized the self-evident truth that all people are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, including life, and that constitutional governments are instituted, in large part, to secure these rights. Therefore, there are natural limits to our political liberty. We can never justly utilize the institution of government in the name of political liberty, for example, to violate or ignore the natural rights of other individual humans. Dehumanization thus necessarily precedes any political attempt to sidestep other individual humans' natural rights. After all, if an individual isn't a human, they lack any claim to a human's natural rights. History, inside and outside of America, reveals the horrors of dehumanization. Blacks were dehumanized in American slavery. Jews were dehumanized in Nazi Germany. The Tutsi were dehumanized in the Rwandan genocide. In contemporary America, we debate the humanity of unborn humans. To ask when an unborn human becomes human is the wrong question to ask. Rather, we are right to ask how a human, like you and me, might have ever been something non-human to begin with. God has endowed we individual humans with natural rights, including a right to life. Our American constitutional government was instituted to secure our natural rights, no matter our age, our size, our race, our sex, or our condition. Dehumanization, majority opinion, and even majority rule never justly supersede a human's natural rights. But history shows the dangers and horrors of popular injustice. Thus, we are right to identify and fight dehumanization anywhere and anytime it manifests, including in our current debates over the humanity of unborn humans. Should majority rule? In this case, apparently, absolutely not. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Fixed Liberty Podcast. I'll see you next time.